Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly exercise every single day, while others struggle just to stay consistent for a week? Or why you might find yourself doing things without even thinking about them? Well, welcome, focus learners, to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this because today we're demystifying the hidden neuroscience behind our daily actions. Your habits are quite literally shaping your future, and understanding exactly how they work, that is the ultimate superpower. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll be hitting 1. The power of autopilot. 2. Decoding the habit loop. 3. The bad habit trap. 4. Building better habits. And we'll wrap up with 5. Breaking bad habits. This isn't just about why we do what we do. It's your exact blueprint to fix it. All right, let's kick things off with section 1, the power of autopilot. I really want you to ask yourself this right now. Why do you automatically reach for your phone the very moment you wake up? Seriously, think about it. You open your eyes, and before you've even formed a conscious thought about what day of the week it is, your hand is already searching the nightstand. Picture a little stickman character, eyes half open, just mindlessly scrolling through a feed while still lying in bed. You didn't consciously decide to do that, did you? It just happened. And that brings us to a truly shocking statistic. Get this, nearly 40% of your daily actions are not conscious decisions at all. Almost half of everything you do today. What you eat, how you respond to stress, your posture, your morning routine, they're all simply habits playing themselves out. If 40% of your life is running in the background without your active permission, doesn't it make sense to figure out who or what is actually driving the car? Now, what's really interesting about this slide is a crucial concept called automaticity. At first, every single new action requires immense effort. Remember when you first learned how to drive? You were probably like a stick man, sweating, tightly gripping the wheel, actively thinking about the mirrors, the speed, the pedals, the traffic signs, all at the exact same time. It was completely exhausting. But after months of practice, driving just became second nature. That is automaticity. Your brain absolutely loves efficiency. Instead of spending precious energy making the same decisions over and over again, it creates a shortcut to save that mental energy for other things. And the neurological root of all this magic happens right here, in a structure deep inside your brain called the basal ganglia. This little powerhouse plays a massive role in habit formation. As you navigate your day, your basal ganglia is constantly scanning your environment, basically asking one simple question. Hey, can I turn this action into a habit and save us some energy? If the answer is yes, it locks the behavior in. But here's the critical catch. This primitive part of your brain does not distinguish between a good habit and a bad one. Exercising every morning or scrolling social media for 3 hours, the basal ganglia treats them both exactly the same way. Which leads us perfectly into section 2, decoding the habit loop. Let's move to and see how this builds. Scientists have discovered that every single habit follows a very simple 3-part pattern. Step 1 is the cue. Step 2 is the routine. And step 3 is the reward. This loop is the fundamental building block of all human behavior. Let's break these down. First comes the cue. This is the trigger that tells your brain to kickstart a behavior. It could be an emotional state, like feeling stressed. It could be a visual trigger, like seeing your phone sitting there, or even a smell, like fresh coffee. Next comes the routine. This is the actual action, checking social media, eating a snack, lacing up your running shoes. Finally, we have the reward. This is the benefit your brain gets out of it, like a hit of pleasure, relaxation, or satisfaction. Over time, as this loop repeats, your brain literally starts craving the reward the second the cue appears. Once that craving is established, the whole loop becomes entirely automatic. And boom, that is exactly how a habit is born. Moving on to section 3, the bad habit trap. So why do we fall into bad habits so easily? Well, Vanessa brilliantly illustrates exactly why. Bad habits are incredibly powerful because they leverage human evolution by providing immediate rewards. Think about it. Eating junk food gives you instant pleasure. Watching videos? Instant entertainment. Checking notifications provides an instant spike of dopamine. But healthy habits? They usually offer delayed rewards. Going for a run today won't instantly transform your body. Saving money today won't make you instantly wealthy. Because we naturally seek immediate gratification, bad habits easily bypass our logic and completely hijack the basal ganglia. So look, if you've ever promised yourself you'd stop procrastinating, only to find yourself doing the exact same thing the very next day, remember this. You are not weak. You're human. You can let go of the guilt right now. It's simply your brain's evolutionary biology doing what it was programmed to do: seek immediate rewards. But the amazing news is that what has been learned by the brain can absolutely be unlearned. You are in the driver's seat. Now for the really good stuff. Section 4, building better habits. First things first, we gotta bust a massive myth. You've probably heard someone say it takes exactly 21 days to form a habit. Well, science tells a very different story. The reality is that habit formation varies wildly from person to person and habit to habit. Some might take a couple of weeks, others might take several months. The true key here is consistency, not perfection. Let me say that again. Consistency, not perfection. Missing one single day is not going to ruin your progress. What actually matters is returning to the habit the next day. Success isn't built in a single day, it's built daily. So how do we actually build good habits? We use these 4 practical strategies. Number 1, start small. Don't say, I'm going to exercise for 2 hours. Start with just 5 minutes to build that momentum. Number 2, use triggers. Connect your new habit to something you already do. For example, right after brushing your teeth, meditate for 2 minutes. Number 3, make it easy. Reduce the friction. Imagine our stickman preparing for a morning run by laying out his workout clothes the night before, right next to the bed. Keep healthy snacks visible, remove the junk. And number 4, reward yourself. Your brain thrives on rewards. Celebrate those small victories, because progress creates motivation, and motivation creates unstoppable momentum. And finally, we arrive at Section 5, breaking bad habits. So the crucial point is, breaking bad habits is not about willpower, it's an engineering problem. Here is your 3-step formula. Step 1, identify the hidden trigger. What is actually causing the habit? Is it stress, boredom, loneliness? You have to find that cue. Step 2, replace the routine with a healthy alternative. Step 3, keep the same reward. You see, you cannot just delete a bad habit out of thin air. You have to rewire the middle part, the routine, while making absolutely sure your brain still gets the reward it's craving. Let's look at some concrete examples of how you can swap out that routine and completely empower yourself. If your trigger is stress and your old routine was eating junk food just to get the reward of relaxation, try this. Instead of stress eating, go for a quick walk. You still get the relaxation, but through a healthy routine. Instead of endless scrolling on your phone to relieve boredom, read a single chapter of a book. Instead of procrastinating when you feel overwhelmed, commit to working for just 5 tiny minutes. Changing the routine while keeping the reward is exactly how you rewire your brain for good. Think about this. Your life today is largely the result of the habits you've repeated in the past. But your future? That is completely determined by the small, seemingly insignificant actions you choose today. You do not need massive overnight changes or perfect motivation. You just need small actions repeated consistently. So I want you to really reflect on this question right now. What is one habit you want to build starting today? Pick just one small thing. Because every great achievement starts with a tiny habit. Keep this framework in your back pocket. Understand the cue, swap the routine, secure the reward. And above all else, stay consistent. Change your habits, and you absolutely can change your life. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, Focused Learners. But before you go, I'll leave you with this final thought.